Hey y'all, I'm going to talk about Padlet and how to use it for discussion boards and a message center for your class. So if you go to padlet.com and click login, you'll be taken to some options. You can log in with Google, very simple, and it's connected to your teacher account if you select it, and you'll be ready to go. If you've made Padlets, you'll be on the dashboard. You can select them and mess with them, but we're going to make a new Padlet. The options I like best for a class comment, I like Canvas, which will let students move their comments around and draw arrows to connect them together. But for a class discussion, Shelf has really been my favorite. So let me show you what that looks like. You'll get your settings. You can change your title, description. Description is a great place for instructions and requirements for the assignment. Mess with how the thing looks. If you go down here, you'll get an option for attribution. If you want your post to be anonymous, like for your class comments, you want to leave that off. But for a class discussion, probably better to have it on so you can grade students. A profanity filter, you can try that out. If you want students to be able to comment on each other's posts, comments will allow that. And they also have a set of options for reactions now. So you can have a student be able to like a post or even vote up or down for a post, just as something to consider. Click next. You get privacy options. I recommend secret, but if you really want to do a password and give your students the password to access it, you can choose to do so. Make sure those with access can write, otherwise the students won't be able to participate in the Padlet. Now, in the shelf structure for a class discussion, you get these little columns, and you can put a question at the top of each one. You can put topics. You can put themes, anything you might want them to discuss. You could even do nothing with that one. And if you click the plus, students will be able to write a note here. They can give it a title. They can embed links and camera shots, anything they need to. They can delete it with that. If you have comments enabled, they can click underneath and do their own comments. If you have reactions enabled, they can like or up or down vote or any of that kind of stuff. They can start a new post. And you can also do in the other columns, and you can keep on adding columns as much as you like. It's a really nice way to organize your discussion and also check how many times people participate and have a record. So, if you have a Socratic seminar and can't tell who's saying what, this is a nice way to organize and keep a better record of it. Now, I'd mentioned a class comment board. Again, my favorite way to do this is with a canvas. And you get all the same options as before. I would strongly recommend turning off the attribution because you want students to know that they can post anonymously and tell the truth about the class. I'd recommend turning on reactions, though. Perhaps the up and down vote. Because you want students to be able to tell you if that's a common problem for all of them or not. So as an example, they can click down here to add a post. Let's say a student says, "I hate reading. Don't give me so many books." Maybe all the class will downvote it, and you'll know that's actually not representative of the whole group. That's why I like to have the reactions. And if you are in this free form structure, they can move things around. Kind of a fun thing is that posts can be linked together. So you can add your own little reply to students or students with related topics. If they click the more actions, you get a little connect to a post option. And you see you get like a little arrow that connects them to each other. So those are some ways to use Padlet, both as a discussion forum and also as a class comment. If you do the class comment, I'd recommend putting a link to it on Classroom, or even better, embed it into all of your slideshows and share your slideshows with your students.